This episode brought to you by Caligula. This is his type of movie, baby.
This is not the Hulk Hogan movie we're watching tonight.
What?
We're not watching the sex tape.
We're not watching.
No holds barred.
Oh, no holds barred.
Yeah.
Even better. Brought to you by Proactive's new Ark of the Covenant. Literally melt away years and years of age. 9 out of 10 dermatologists said, my face is melting. Brought to you by Pop Quiz. It explodes in your mouth like pop fizzy jizz. This episode brought to you by bitches. Because if they're bitches, they might show you their boobs. Although if they show you their boobs, it might be a trap of some kind. But even though, you'll get to see their boobies. Brought to you by The Glow, which is brought to you by J-Lo. One application of this wonderful cream and everyone in the room will know you are the one. Brought to you by The Dip. Bad for tunes, great for nachos. This episode brought to you by Uncle Arnie's Vaginal Rejuvenation Spray. Because we all know that one girl that's vagina looks like the Predator's face. This episode brought to you by the coming attractions at the beginning of a porno. It just seemed appropriate.
This episode brought to you by Nakatomi Corporation. Leaders in, oil, bonds, used panty vending machines, I don't know.
This episode brought to you by bubblegum flavored facial cream. For the love of God, don't run out. This episode brought to you by Moyen Sinks. Smash your head on this and guaranteed you'll have an amazing idea that changes the world. Moyen Sinks. Brought to you by Uncle Willie's Jesus Blood flavored whiskey. Nothing gets you fucked up quicker. Time Life's new Singing Bush, The Collections, the 2000s editions. You're going to get all the great hits, like this one.
Under my umbrella,
And this.
I wanna swing from the chandelier of the chandelier.
And don't forget this 2000 classic.
Everybody, yeah, rock your body, yeah.
This episode brought to you by Gideon's Umbrella Hats, because it can't rain all the time, and even if it does rain all the time, your hat is an umbrella, so you're okay. Brought to you by, I like to stick bugs down my pants for sexual pleasure. Would you like to know more? And if you would like to know more, then you need to go to www.69happyfacepornhub/spiderpants. This episode brought to you by Vern. He's been putting up with Ernest's shit for way too long. Do you know what I mean, Vern? This episode brought to you by Miyagi's All-Purpose Sex Wax. He puts the wax on and then wax off. This episode brought to you by Echo Base Search and Rescue. Because if you want to wait around all day for the Rebel Snowspeeders to show up,
then I'll see you in hell.
Brought to you by Gold. But not too much. Has this ever happened to you?
Oh, my precious.
Hey there, good looking. Try out one of these.
Ooh, rightly so. Thank you so much, chap.
Fisherman's Friend. Brought to you by Helm's Deep Woods Off. Now with more DEET. Brought to you by Deja Vu.
Deja Vu.
What the fuck? I feel like I've done this before.
Oh, do you? This episode brought to you by doing something emotionally disappointing. If your co-host didn't like it, do it to your wife instead.
This episode brought to you by My Anus, which, like this movie, is a hard target. But don't let that discourage you. It's still doable. Brought to you by The Thigh Master. Crush me, girl. Oh, crush me. Even in death, I've got a sweet smile on my face.
Hey, everybody. We're looking back at an amazing year, and thank you for listening to Miscast Commentary.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Welcome to another special episode of Miscast Commentary, celebrating 2 years now of doing whatever it is we claim to do. And thank you guys so much for tuning in, not just today, but every other time that you have done so. Our listeners mean the world to us. We're so grateful every time I see a single listener pop up on our stats and stuff like that. It makes me a happy camper, and we really hope you guys are enjoying it. We do work hard. We do work hard on the show, despite how much we talk about how not hard we work on the show. But we have a really good time. This is Joe Finley here. Missing today is Todd Tebow the Sailor Murray. He is back to being Tebow the Sailor. The Lord Poseidon called him back to the sea just recently. He just shipped out just in time to need to record this episode. So we are sadly missing him, but we have a lot of him in here because this is the best of the year. A lot of great memories, a lot of good laughs. No need to delay. Let's get going.
Oh, I'm giving sounds.
Oh. Okay.
There's one for you. Put that one in your fucking highlight reel.
We've got another movie planned. We put a lot of thought into it, if you want to choose to believe that.
You don't have to with a presence like that.
No, exactly.
That crooked eye does all the acting you'll ever need.
It is the
It
is the most crooked eye. It's almost like it's trying to learn how to be an eye from the other eye. So he's just like job shadowing.
He's just
like
staring at him the entire time.
What are you doing? He's a wrestler, and they keep pushing action movie. They're like, don't worry, I'll take care of
down. Look at this.
this. Do you know what the average wrestler would be able to do in this scenario? Nothing.
Hide under the table, but not as good as anybody else because he's huge. Yeah, fuck.
That was how that was the first way I got into shape, was by losing religion.
Really in the corner?
Well, because they keep feeding, like as a kid, they were feeding me wine and wafers. I was like, so I got rid of that, and then and guess what happens? I don't get...
It's like orbits. It's like your wine has chunks of wafers floating in it. Fucking game costs $80 now.
Well,
$79, all of them.
Oh, yeah.
$79.99.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
you buy the system for $500. You buy 6 games. That's the cost of your system.
Yep.
Go to the library, people.
Yeah.
Rent games. You thought I was going to say read? Oh, my God.
Stupid.
Oh, my God. There's games there now. So what was in there? Ghosts?
Well, the Ark of the Covenant
Who
is...
was that like? Was that like, what's his name's Ghost? Part of the Seas there? The band?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jesus.
Noah.
Noah. No, different Ark.
Oh.
Different Ark.
He's
But-
probably getting all the wrong mail.
I feel like if we did the thing that they do, like the superlatives that they do in the
what?
States. Like, it's
I will
like,
not stick a pill up my ass ever again. I don't give a fuck. So you can make an entire movie out of old news clips.
theoretically.
Oh my God, why hasn't somebody done this
I'm
yet?
choking on water.
I know, because it's such an amazing idea. You're like, why hasn't someone thought of this
Yeah.
before?
I know.
Spits water out of his mouth.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, I never asked if you were all right. What do you think about the idea?
This is what happens when you talk about everything but a movie during a movie. But this is who we are. This is what we wanted to present to you. And it becomes, and as I edit these and listen to them back more and more, I realize that what we want to present to you is just two horrible people. It's just like two very undesirable human beings. Yeah, we bought the family a puppy, and she is not adjusting quite yet, and she's very loud. So she's constantly whining. You know, bitches, right? High five.
Yeah.
But
He means female dogs, people. The actual usage of the word, okay?
good either way,
So
whores.
don't get... When you're alone and crying
Yes.
at night, it's better to be on a couch.
Ideally, because
It's
it
even
feels
better.
it feels like it's a bed that's hugging you,
Yeah.
but not hugging you
But
hard.
it's sort of foreign as well. It's not a bed.
Hugging you the way like
Yeah.
an autistic person would hug you before he starts hitting himself.
He's
I
hitting
don't
himself because he just crushed 15 of your ribs.
Yeah, hopefully. But the
Just go all the way. Crush me to death, motherfucker. You don't have the balls. Oh, here's these two guys mashing dinks. They're always just standing there being like as gay as they can be.
That took me a second because I thought you were saying mash and dinks.
I did.
Yeah. No, but you said mash and dinks, like they were mashing them together.
Exactly.
I thought like one of them was mash and the other one was dinks, like Franklin and
Right.
Bash. Like, and you could have a big heavy person on top of a car back then because of all the heavy steel that those old cars are made of. So you know what you might say about those cars?
They were built real sturdy and good.
They don't
fuck around making cars like that.
They don't
They don't make cars anymore at all. That was the one, right?
Yeah, that's it. You nailed it. The shows are getting bigger and better. So, and by bigger and better, we don't necessarily mean longer, because long we've got covered.
Or better.
Yes. Or yes. We want you watching Halloween and listening to Miscast commentary.
Hell
right
yes,
now.
we do.
Or you could just do it another day. I'm not your fucking mom. But
He could be. You know when you see us online that the camera adds 200 pounds.
to my face. Even like Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones is supposed to be like 16 or something like that. And you see
Who?
full frontal nudity.
Robert De Niro?
Yes, Jesus Christ, it's so hard to talk to you.
I think my fear is well, I am afraid of breaking my right arm because I don't think I can wipe my ass with my left. But
And we are back. I love going back, especially listening to some of the early memories from the year. I'd like to say we've come so far since then, but no, we have not. We've not grown up, and I think that's part of why I enjoy doing this, I guess. And no further proof is needed than how my wife described this show, which is that it sounds like a couple of teenage boys talking. And that's really kind of the point of this show, is to revisit that side of us and enjoy the movies the way we did back then and that sort of thing. And I think there's no better proof than this next clip package, which is just us talking about boobies, I guess, is the best way to describe it. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
I think it was banging Bubba Ray Dudley's wife or something.
No, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
He's a radio guy in L.A., I think, or Florida. Oh, no, yeah, he's in Florida.
He's called the Love Sponge.
Yeah. Which sounds like his wife was the Love Sponge.
Ooh, hiya.
Get it? And in that one, if you've seen the video, I still have not seen the video, but we have to be even separate to brush our teeth because that's too intimate. If she sees me mouth washing, she'll know I want to eat her snatch. And yes, anybody who is guessing, that was me slowly turning my wheel of pussy work.
I saw it happen. That's how you got your wife.
Yep.
I forced myself onto Joe, like, so the whole crowd could see him trying to fight me off, but he couldn't because he's so weak. Yeah. And then his wife came up and punched me in the face.
It's totally
worked out
true.
perfectly. I was gonna rape the fuck out of you if nobody helped you.
Wow. You think you set up that scenario.
Right, yeah.
No, not the way I see it, buddy.
That's a reverse rape. We'll have to see what John Cena does in the Bumblebee movie with Haley Steinfeld. My God, she's fucking gorgeous. She's of age? She is gorgeous.
I think she is. Well, I think she was the first girl who had saggy boobs that I was into.
Those fucking eggs have probably been there forever. Look, they're pink.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, it's this new patented cotton candy
Those
boy,
look
like pickled eggs.
Yeah, those look like coconut shrimp sitting in the side there.
They're probably testicles. Yeah, that red hue, that screams testicle to me.
Everything's testicles to you, man.
Not that baklava on the other side. That's clearly not testicles. I can't wait till we get to Showgirls.
Oh, we'll get there.
Man, that's going to be the pantsless Valentine's Day special.
That's going to be a summertime outdoor one.
That's guaranteed. If you're watching or listening to the episode indoors, you better put some plastic down.
Yeah.
Like Dexter's Kill Room. If you're a cuckold, do you have to be with the person?
You have to be married to them or dating them, yes. I don't know, ask Carrie. It's like, make sure you bring your condoms.
Ew.
Okay, great. And I bring them, and then it's like,
I
I'm
always
gonna have some,
forget them.
and I'm gonna.
And then they don't want to have sex, and I'm like, thank God,
Yeah, it's like,
because I cannot perform
yeah. I was just gonna say.
without a family photo album being present.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, no, you need to wear them over your feet so you don't get your socks dirty on the thing. Oh,
We still have no idea how they work.
Yeah.
Because they don't fit me anyways. So I'm like, what is this thing? An arm holder?
I know.
What do I put two of these over my legs and stomp grapes? Just like my sex life,
Yeah.
one and done. One thrust, one time,
Nice.
out.
I would love to do one thruster in my life.
You never.
No.
Never.
No.
Oh my God.
I'm really
Live
good at
again.
sex or really bad at
Live again.
it. It's just like,
Oh my God. Those are the best ones. It's great for you. It ain't good for them though.
that looks like
That looks like a little penis that they formed into a clitty after you had the switch over surgery.
yeah. That looks like somebody, like it was just a flat space and they waited for it to rot and then kicked a hole in it. That's what that looked like. And then just and then just maggots crawled out, and then one ghost came out. They're doing What Men Want. I assume it's a remake.
Oh my
of
God, the
same
movie's
thing,
5 minutes
but
long.
it's like Taraji P Henson. Yeah, it's
5
just-
minutes.
Yeah, you just hear pussy, 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 pussy,
Yeah.
pussy, pussy, pussy,
Done.
pussy, 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 pussy. And then one guy goes, "Dick." And then just. They were women who were once strippers and leg spreaders, and neither one of them were doing either of that.
I know. You know what the hell?
That was the thing where the one girl's like, "I showed my pussy," and the other one said, "Me too,"
And then they high-fived.
with their pussies.
That's right.
You get 2 fucks before you have to be rated, before you're rated R.
So,
So-
you get 2. The third fuck would put you into rated Rville.
Instantly.
So you get 2 fucks.
Yeah.
Maybe some side boob.
It's
You get
definitely-
side boob in?
Yeah, you can get some side boob, I think.
How much boobage?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's the
Like
side,
one
the side
boob.
boob, the side boob of a high end C cup.
Ah, okay.
If you move on to D, too much
it's
boob.
too much. Or if it's like a big nipple
Yeah.
on a C.
If it's like a flat chested girl, you can have her like asshole gaping. They're like, we don't even care. Nobody's watching this.
Oh, I like my Lord of the Rings like I like my penises.
Extended?
Extended version.
That's just how I like my anuses.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Who would you ride in Lord of the Rings land? You can pick your ride.
Liv Tyler. Tell your friends. Do that still. Everybody needs to tell somebody. Did you tell somebody that you knew about us last week? Tell somebody different. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll tell them about you.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to make up a lot of lies, so just be ready for a lot of explanations to family.
Yeah. I am going to over-exaggerate genital size, which will be great for the guys, horrible for the girls.
Huge lips.
Yeah.
Jesus. Looks like an upside-down Audrey, too. Gee, God.
I was gonna say a sideways Mick Jagger, but
Oh,
yours works
sweet.
better.
She's married to like a high-class businessman, but every now and then she slums and she gives some dirty homeless man $100 to fuck her brains out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in a trash can.
Yeah. Take this wet nap and wash your dick behind the dumpster, and then we'll get...
No. No. She's like, pick up that cat turd, rub it all over your junk, and then stick it in me. Oh, I've been signing for Alyssa Milano. I got some titties. The titties are out today.
You got a lot of people who look like us going, I masturbated to you every day. And you're like, oh, did you like Charmed? And you're like, no, first season of Who's the Boss.
Sweet.
Okay, we're back, and we have a lot of memories, obviously, that we've been going through, and it's covered a lot of this year. From episode 26 to 50, we did this year. That also includes a couple of bonus episodes, a couple of announcements, and that sort of thing. We put together a total of 70 hours, 15 minutes, and 46 seconds of content for you guys this year. Now a total over the 2 years of 132 hours, 5 minutes, and 14 seconds. That's crazy to me. That is days upon days upon days. If you are, really into the meth, then this is a really good way to binge your way, back down to normal. And don't do that, please. Just say no. Just, watch it over time. Or listen over time. It's for the best. By the way, if you've done meth, you've probably already taken apart your Blu-ray player and your VCR or whatever you've got. And so you're not playing these movies anyways. So I can't believe I just said VCR. I just dated myself so much. And most people are like, what's even a DVD player or a Blu-ray player? I stream from my Google Glass. People still use Google Glass. Even that's dated. See, son of a bitch. Man, I feel old. But yeah, in that time, just so many episodes, and I'm looking at the length of some of the episodes. Our longest episode was 2 hours and 27 minutes, and that was episode 35, which was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And that's my daughter co-hosting that one with me, so I mean, she I put her through the ringer on that one, so here's hoping. Actually, what was worse was we had to record it twice because the first time the audio was something went really wrong inside the recording. We've had some real technical issues this year, and I don't really know how to explain it. Everything seems okay with all the equipment when I inspect it, but I don't know, we've had some bad luck, but it always ends up coming together for us. And what better proof that it's coming together than another wonderful package of hilarity from Joe Todd and whoever else we got to speak to us.
He's currently producing a TV show that David O. Russell is creating.
Nice.
Yeah.
It stars Jennifer Lawrence as a down-on-her-luck woman who takes no prisoners. Oh my God.
I hope that's true.
I hope it's not. I have had it with that woman.
Okay, well, that's fine.
I told everybody don't go see Passengers, and they didn't.
Literally everybody didn't.
I was kind of feel bad.
And what happens, I'm going to go through this quick because we got the movie to deal with. But
Yeah, that never stopped us before.
The best part is the fact that we've switched who has bronchitis currently.
Oh my God,
so
it's like
nice.
now it's going to be me coughing. So the one consistency, okay, no, two consistencies will remain. We don't know what we're doing, and one of us is hacking the fuck out of our lungs.
But yeah, and so now, as of next episode, this will be owned by Oprah. So
Sweet.
welcome to Lee Daniels miscast commentary.
That'd be so wicked.
Lee.
As long as it glows, I'm cool with it, man. There's like shoot sparkles out of its ass or something.
No, it doesn't.
I'm a fucking mess. I'm so
You
sorry.
You sound like right before Michael J. Fox turns into Teen Wolf. God, why did everybody in the 90s stop acting and become race car drivers?
It was the thing to do.
That was like a thing.
Yeah.
Like, that was, I feel like...
How are you going to get from 90210 to Melrose
Frankie
Place
Muniz
in your race car?
Truth. Frankie Muniz did it, and I feel like Corin Nemec from Parker Lewis Can't Lose did it.
Oh my God. What a name drop. What the
I don't know why.
Corin Nemec.
And I'm not gonna say that the name popped into my head. I'm going to tell you
You've been
his face.
thinking about it forever.
His face just popped into my head, and I'm like, "Hey, Corin Nemec from Parker Lewis Can't Lose."
You said
I'm like,
that to
"Where's-
yourself.
Where's Coob?
Where's Coob?
Okay, so let's be really clear about the weird trail we just took. We were trying to lead into a movie, and we were doing a
that's where
great
we were
job.
going.
And we did a great job, and we got right to the exact spot we wanted to get. We're like, quick, take the weirdest detour you can possibly
What are you
go
talking about?
that leads through
This is
Terminator
exactly what we
Salvation
planned.
and McG.
We've talked about this before at length.
Yeah, I
This
know,
is
but-
exactly what we wrote down in bullet points.
But I specifically did that because I know we never do anything to plan, and I thought that meant we were going to be right on point. And here we are. And I was just
I got
literally,
no excuse to
once
take my
again,
pants
I
off.
brought us right back to the movie. And then Todd's like, balls, hot as balls.
I just noticed the temperature.
Balls.
I like that.
I know. That was me channeling the necromancer.
The
or something like that.
necromancer.
Just look out, Benedict Cumberbatch. You have a new voice actor chasing you down.
Oh, yeah. On the heels. Well, they're all going
And
down
my
anyways.
eyes are the right distance apart.
Says you. Not to Benedict Cumberbatch, they're not.
He probably looks at me. He's like, I can't even see either side.
Yeah,
It's like
he has no
he sees
idea.
right past both sides of my face, so I'm not even here to him.
That's why everybody thinks he's so rude.
Yeah, he just I
But
don't
it's,
see
he
anything.
can't see anyone. It's like a thing.
I feel like
But-
the entire show is just a clickbait kind of thing.
Yeah.
13 reasons why I killed myself. Number 8 will really surprise you.
It's just as you. And it's a picture of somebody pointing, like, in my general direction. I swear, John, I am going tomorrow to get the shirt made, buddy. It's on.
It's actually
You're gonna
happening,
love it.
buddy. You
If the t-shirt place is made. If not, I'll go downtown to another place.
yeah, there's
If not, I will just cross out something on a shirt I own and write something new in.
it'll be great. But yeah, it's oh Jesus.
It's actually an
Poor
old
John.
Wendy's uniform. I hope you like it.
It is our hope.
Poor
John.
John, eh? Poor John. He's at home crying every night. He can't
I
even
literally-
live.
I
His
literally-
wife's like, "Where have you been? Your children miss you." He's like, "Leave me the fuck alone."
And-
Throws a bottle at her.
And I'll point out too.
Where's my shirt?
Now this wasn't a favoritism thing. He actually did win the contest in the credits thing. But yeah, we've actually known John, our contest winner, for a
There
long
you
time.
go. Now they think it's fucking
And-
rigged. Way to go. There goes
Yeah.
our 8,000 Twitterers.
No, but yeah, we've known him for a long time, and we know his wife because they went to prom together. We all went to the same prom, and so, yeah, we don't want to let you down anymore, buddy. We've been letting you down for decades.
For decades.
So,
Battle Angel.
Battle Angel?
Big Eyes Battle Angel.
Is it the sequel to Big Eyes? Tim
It was
Burton's
supposed to
Big
be,
Eyes?
yes.
Nice.
Actually, it's a half a prequel, half. It kind of catches you up on some things and then fast forwards you
Sweet.
into a tumultuous romance.
Ooh, full of tumult.
Ooh, that's my favorite kind.
I've used the word tumultuous. I've never used the word the root word of tumult, and I'm really happy with
to
myself
tumult.
right
I'm very happy with you as well.
now. Oh, thank you.
Mainly because you haven't killed yourself yet.
Ooh, always on the cusp though.
Okay, we're back. We don't claim to be the best comedians, the best entertainers, the best of anything, really. But we try our best. So that shows a lot in when we try to do impressions of other people. We are no Jay Farrow, to keep it more modern, or Rich Little if I want to really, really, really like overage myself, because even that's too old for me. But yeah, we try our best. We get into the moment and we end up taking a pretty big goddamn leap of faith with some of our impressions. So take a listen, and without a graphic saying what impression we're doing, see if you can figure out what we're doing.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I had sex with this woman for days, and they only put in the short little clip of me burping up my sushi, brother.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene Okerlund. The vitamins, the prayers, the sweat, the mist, the right guard sports stick.
Ron Lacey here, he reminds me a little bit of Wally Cox.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Inconceivable that I'm not a Nazi.
It's burning my hand.
Are you talking the mom?
Not the
Yeah,
mom.
kids.
You don't have an uncle. Park my car and Harvard Yard, you queer.
Oh,
See, that
no,
was-
now it's Kennedy.
No, that was a perfect Jason Bourne. or current Batman. That was all I wanted. I was like, I could give a shit whether or not the new Batman movies and and all that stuff was gonna be good. I wanted him to just have the friggin' South Boston, like Southie accent.
Oh, yeah,
I just wanted to be,
I was thinking, well, because it's fucking, it's Geely, man.
how do you like me now, Joker? Yeah. You fucking had on.
You fucking had on.
I'll go get this girl pregnant.
Yeah, right. There's that sweet jump.
Ever since I got hit by that Walmart truck, it's like I won the lottery.
You should speak in your Tracy Morgan voice the whole time.
Yeah. You did it. It's all Rosie Perez.
Everything else,
How
though.
you doing?
Rosie.
We're bringing Rosie Perez back. Let's woo. I want to be in Inside the Actors Studio, and it's like, is Rosie Perez in the room with us right now? Let me prepare. How you doing, James? Let's woo, James. You see, this cast commentary wants to be your friend. So I think I was turning more into Macho Man and less.
That was Macho Man during his death heart attack doing an impression of Bill Cosby.
I really appreciate you want to support me, but you don't have to kill people. He's like, you don't understand. Nobody says no to me. I'm Eddie Arcadian. And that I'm giving myself real points on that. I think
That's
I
pretty
nailed-
good,
I think I
actually.
nailed that.
I think that Shonuff should be played by Larry David.
Who's the master? Really, who's the master? I'm pretty good at karate.
Yeah, exactly. Jesse the Body Ventura. He was
I don't
amazing.
trust the two-party system. I live off the grid.
That's pretty good, actually.
I work hard.
I like that one. Did Louis Anderson win an Emmy for Baskets?
Yeah,
He did, yeah.
He plays a woman, not a transgender. He just plays
A woman.
He is a woman, and
Oh.
he plays dude's mom. He plays
Galifianakis' mom.
Yeah, he plays Galifianakis.
I always liked him. I thought he was dead.
Well, yeah, I thought that was the only way that you switched hosts of Family Feud. Let's play the feud. Tough for answers are on the board. No, it looks like Tony Bennett there. Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna take a big crap. I was on a plane. Like, did he invent things for people?
He's clearly got a meth lab coming out of his car here.
That would be amazing.
There's the dog we were talking about earlier.
Marty, are you ready to break bad with me, Marty?
Totally, eh? Look, he's like, a girl's here, Marty. What the fuck?
I don't know what to do with a girl, Marty. My father wouldn't let me. Oh, that started becoming a little too Rodney Dangerfield. I think.
Yeah.
Once I go Rodney Dangerfield, I can't come back
Oh,
from
it's
it.
over.
I'm Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu.
I'm the
Yeah,
king.
that's how he...
I'm the Aristotle. Superman.
Yeah, so, Shaq. How's your day?
Aristotle.
Oh, that's right.
I have the world's smallest car, and I fit into it. like a whole bunch of clowns. Nothing he ever says makes sense. He's just
He's not even wearing like a suit with a bunch of clowns on it.
Yeah. Charles Barkley is always gambling on whether or not I'm going to wear a suit that's too big for me or too small for me.
That's wonderful, Shaq.
He should always say too small. They don't make suits that big.
That's terrific.
Kobe. I'm going to get Kobe.
You know he's putting on different hats? I don't know what's happening here. Dear God, where'd you get all those hats?
My life is an episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, God. And we don't get to hear what the scenario is, so it's wonderful.
And I keep running out of the room and going like, ding dong. And I come in and now I'm acting like John Wayne, who's constantly tripping. And everybody's like, what's happening?
And you don't mean falling, you mean straight tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see a bunch of rainbows, Pilgrim.
It's the worst John Wayne
I can't
ever.
That was not the worst ever.
All right there, little lady.
Yours was better, but that doesn't make mine the worst.
John Wayne.
Yeah, but
I don't
yours
know if
wasn't.
he would say his name like
In
that.
fairness, though, he wasn't. Yours wasn't tripping.
He
And
wasn't
that was
straight
the premise
tripping
of
at
mine.
all.
The original version that they wrote wasn't good though because Morpheus was Bill Cosby.
If you take the red pill, you go to the sleep and you get the things in the and the blue pill's the same as the red, only I made it blue, you see? It's not really a choice.
I dipped it in the Jello.
Mwah.
Oh my precious.
When I take my pants off, it looks like Macy Gray's climbing out.
I try to say goodbye and not sure. It's not the first time I've sung that song
I
in
don't
this year.
think it is either.
No.
In a city.
In the city. I always like the way he says
Yeah.
things.
In a world.
One man, one desire.
What was his real name? Something.
Whose?
The Wolfman.
Oh,
Wolfman
Wolfman Jack.
So this time he's like, I'm
Nicholson?
Jack. It's like, I'm Jack the man, like Simmons or whatever.
I'm just a man. Yes.
Yeah. Today everything's fine. Oh, moon seems to be going behind a cloud.
So he's the reverse.
Oh no.
The only time he's a human is on a full moon. Every other day he's a raging, whatever the hell he turns into.
If it was today, it would be Macy. Well, not today. If it was 10 years ago, it would be Macy Gray.
That's great. Is that like?
I'm not sure.
Oh my God! Stop, please. He's gonna think he's joking right now. Oh God! Oh God, Joe, no! He gets trapped in Macy mode.
You just gotta come to my house, moi. Cause legally can't leave it, you see?
Okay, we're back, and of the 27 total movies that we did this year, we would find that the average movie would have come out in 1989, would have cost $29.1 million to make, would have made $94.8 million, which is about a 325% profit, and it would have been an hour and 51 minutes long. I'm really sorry that average isn't lower for the sake of the length of our episodes. Not that we would stop talking anyways, but, you know, we would be less likely to top the 2 hours. I don't know. Maybe we wouldn't. Who knows? Maybe that would just embolden us more. Of all of our movies, the oldest three that we did, Raiders of the Lost Ark was number 3 in 1981, my birth year. Empire Strikes Back at 1980, Todd's birth year. And number 1, the oldest movie we did, was Halloween, which came out in 1978. The newest movies we did, so this is actually, I think, the first time we ever topped 2000, but Starship Troopers came out in 97, that's the third newest we did. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or the Sorcerer's Stone, depending on where you are, it doesn't really matter, we don't have to have a fight about this, but that came out in 2001, and then Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers came out in 2002. As far as budgets are concerned, the lowest budget movies, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker cost $3 million. The Toxic Avenger cost $475,000, and Halloween came in at $300,000. I love that a Troma movie cost more than Halloween, which is like an all-time classic. For big budget, Lord of the Rings was Two Towers came in at $94 million, and I know that's, up in the air depending on, because it was a budget for 3 movies all at once, and they kind of split it up. Well, whatever, it doesn't really matter. This is all kind of estimated, guesstimated anyways, right? But it's researched, so I did my end of the bargain here, so just give me some credit. God damn it. Number 2 was Starship Troopers. It cost $105 million, and you'll find out how that went in a minute. And Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone cost $125 million. That was our number 1 big budget movie of the year. The biggest successes, Raiders of the Lost Ark, number 3. It made $248.2 million, which is 1,378% profit. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, made $290.5 million, and that is a 1,613% profit. And the biggest one made $47 million, so that doesn't sound like it's the biggest, but it was a 15,666.7% profit, and that was Halloween. Being a $300,000 budget and making that much money is just returns. Made John Carpenter a god. Our biggest bombs, Starship Troopers made $54.8 million, and you just heard me say briefly that it was over $100 million budget. That's a 52.2% return on their profit or on their budget. Super Mario Brothers. Oh, God, that tainted Super Mario Brothers that we did. Oh, my God. Made $20.9 million, and that was a 49.8% return on their budget. And Double Dragon, the movie that BJ Mendelsohn made us watch, tricked us into watching, made 29.8% profit, 29.8% of its budget. God, what a loss. Can you, think about the millions and millions of dollars. Think about, just dumping $30 million on scratch tickets and then coming up with nothing. Not even, a free ticket or something like that, or an extra try or anything like that. Just throw it in the garbage. I can't, I can't wrap my head around that kind of stuff. I hope nobody was murdered over this. Or I hope that I haven't, now made somebody think about that. So everybody, go put your guns down. Okay, this isn't an anti-gun stance. Just don't murder anybody over me reporting profits or lack thereof, please. I appreciate it. Length of movies, so you can see which ones you can hate us for and which ones you can love us for. It's a pretty good barometer, too, if you haven't heard these episodes before, of maybe if you're like, I don't have a lot of time, which ones should I do? So our shortest movies, I'm Going to Get You Sucka was the 3rd shortest. It was an hour 28. The Toxic Avenger was at an hour 22. And just edging it out, Ernest Goes to Jail was an hour and 21 minutes. Our longest movies, Die Hard, our Christmas episode, which bums me out because Bruce Willis said that Die Hard's not a Christmas movie at the Bruce Willis roast, if anybody had heard that. And that really kind of bums me out because I thought if anybody would be on our side, it would be him. And now that kind of officially makes it not a Christmas movie, which means we really kind of screwed up. I would say, in the calendar year of 2017, so I guess we'll let it slide. But, yeah. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. I'm not changing it. It is where it is. It's still the Christmas episode from this year. We'll just have to deal with it. The second longest movie was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or Sorcerer's Stone. I don't care. That was 2 hours 32 minutes. And if you couldn't guess by now, Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers was our longest movie, and it was our only 2-part movie of this year. We did Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, and Aliens last year, which were both 2-part episodes, and Two Towers was 3 hours 55 minutes for the extended version. You're welcome. Guess what? The third one's longer, and we're doing it this time next year, so just, strap in. But enough stats being thrown at you for now. Why don't we go back and listen to some funny memories?
Fucking A, man. We just figured something out radio. There's a conspiracy going out there.
Ooh, Scientology probably did it.
What the shit? What about stars?
What about a lot of things?
Hey, that's right. Remember when we used to do that podcast called What About a Lot of Things?
Yes.
And we just talked about a lot of things.
That was that was
Before
not
this
well
one
received.
hit it big with 5 Twitter followers.
We're
did a lot of
almost
them.
at 1,200 right now.
12 Twitter twatter. Let's get
at
her. Them.
Oh, I fucked that up.
It's called English. So.
You did say twatter, but I'll let that. I guess we'll let that slide.
That's the past tense of twat.
Oh,
You know?
I didn't know that twat was a verb, so I guess.
Yeah. Well, English.
Yep. Hey, English much, bro?
I think we should be sponsored by all the dirt bags. Like this is brought to you by the date rape drug. You know what I mean?
This is brought to you by tobacco.
Yeah, exactly.
Just general tobacco. Get your kids involved today.
They already are. They'll get you involved.
Vaping's for homos.
Yeah, smoke.
Yeah.
Pick a side, idiot. You know?
Is that now coffee? Who's coffee? Which one's coffee?
You've got coffee talk.
Juan Valdez.
You've got
Welcome to Coffee Talk. Has anybody ever done this idea?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh my god.
You kicked down the fourth
made.
wall.
I blasted it.
You're the Deadpool of
Like,
podcasts.
I'm like a look from Marty Feldman in any Mel Brooks movie. Like, boom, I'm staring right at you.
This movie is 22 years old. If you want to really put,
God, what have we done with our lives? 22 years ago, I watched this movie.
more than half of our lives.
Wow. This movie is like
We
half
were in
of
your
my life.
We were in your aunt's basement going, shh, there's boobs. Don't tell anybody. Like, if I had to be spit on or anything like that for a movie, I've always said, you gotta, to really play it, I wouldn't make the person spit on me. I'm like, you gotta
do it.
Unless it was Magic Johnson, you have to spit on me.
Not in the mouth, Magic.
was
Not
like-
in the mouth. 11/11.
we're
Miscast
doing-
commentary gets huge. I marry a celebrity, and then we break up horribly. What celebrity? It's 11/11. God, Christina Ricci. Done.
All right.
You watch now. If I get married to Christina Ricci and then we get divorced, I just had an epiphany. But if I get married to Christina Ricci and we do not get divorced, do not ever bring this up. Don't cause a rift between me and Christina Ricci for any reason.
This portion of the podcast did not require my presence.
Hey, when did you get here? Hey, Joe, give me your headset and go to bed. Get over.
Okie
Get
dokie.
hand it over.
Here we go.
So you weren't technically born; you were created. You're half robot, half symbiote.
I feel like I was painted or sculpted out of something, then struck
Clay.
by lightning.
Clay
I was made of
that had goat jizz in it.
Am I a golem?
Yes.
Nice.
You wish you were a fucking golem. You know how hard it is to get into that club? You know what kind of benefits the golems have?
Yes, and not like Gollum, like Gollum, like Golem, like
Golem.
a Golem.
Sounds like Conan O'Brien doing an impression of everyone.
Yeah, he does great ones.
This is a drinking game now during Three Amigos. Okay, every time you
Spoiler
see
alert, we're
a
doing Three
pair
Amigos.
of eyes. Oh shit! Oh, shit.
It's all good. But that brings us back very loosely to the movie we're doing.
It does, yeah.
Three
Tell 'em.
Amigos.
Yay! What a surprise. Would you be like kind of like, well, cool, like if like Harrison Ford crashed, because you're probably going to get some money.
Yeah.
Like if he crashed into your house,
Yeah.
nobody died, but then you're like, what the fuck? There's a plan, and then you're like, wow, it's Harrison Ford,
I don't know. I think if I suffered a loss, it might be better.
and he's jerking off to a picture. That's why he crashed, because he was jerking off to N.H.
Oh my god.
Calista Flockhart's going to be so angry.
He was jerking off for 6 days and 7 nights. The end actually is quite like nice calligraphy, and the rest of looks like
like Dracula's D. Like, it's just beautiful.
I had a real crisis there because I was like, are you talking about the D in the word Dracula or Dracula's dick?
What are you talking about? Neither. You're sick. What the fuck?
We're talking about his defensive skills in hockey.
What the frig?
I steal the. I was gonna try and do a Dracula, but I'm laughing.
Like, what
and
is
it
that?
started coming out
Oh
Jamaican.
my god! It sounded like you're goddamn.
I'm Dracula,
What the
man.
hell were you doing before?
I steal
Oh
the
my
puck,
God.
man.
Okay, we're back. We try to talk about everything and not be too afraid to talk about everything and not, I don't know how to say it, but we're not apologetic about talking about it, we do point out the fact that we're just fucking around here. We're just joking. We've got no malice in our heart for any subject or anything like that. We just, feel like nothing should be off the table. And race often comes up, I think, because we do a lot of movies from the late 70s and the 80s and stuff like that. And I think the way that race was handled, clearly was a lot different than it is now. So we try to speak to that, but we also have experiences in our own lives and stuff like that. And while we're just a couple of white dudes, being a couple of white dudes, I guess we just feel like we have to fucking stick our nose into it, I guess is the point. So take a listen to this. Some fun, some just silly, and some pretty serious in there. So, take a listen.
That's
I
Mark
think
Hamill.
that's Asian face.
That's Mark.
I
no,
think he's doing. So what is it? Yellow face?
I don't want to say it. The first thought was yellow face, and I wasn't gonna say it. I need this girl to help me kill all the Jews. You just want to sell her.
savage. You just want to keep her so she can cook for you, and then let her go on land so she can live her life. You savage.
I feel like I've only got a couple more uses of the word Jew in me before I start feeling really guilty.
I'll take over for you. I don't think I've even said it yet. I haven't even touched my quota.
Again, we're talking stereotypes here.
Look at the people that they're wearing.
I know, but I feel like this is a movie this is a movie theater that gets the movies way behind because they know all the people are just going to yell through the movie.
Oh yeah, it's like the Lincoln Mall Cinema.
Like, hey, I'm the kind of guy who brings my boombox in and
oh my lord! Like in the middle of the movie, Brody brought his own fucking fried chicken in.
Yeah.
It's like being on the subway in the fucking 80s.
I know.
I had a guy on a boat.
Yeah.
He is an older black man, a wonderful man.
All right.
And he one day called me a jive turkey in all seriousness, and I was thrilled.
I would have.
He was like, I can't remember what we were talking. He's like, you don't even know how to do that jive turkey? And I was like, it brought a tear to my eye. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I just got insulted in the 70s.
I would have eaten his asshole.
So wicked.
And I'm going to just go on record right now. I want everybody to have the equal rights that I have as a white man, but I reserve the right to still feel superior. Don't you worry. I'm going to be pretty smug about how awesome I am as an individual.
Right now. I'm very excited to see the Black Panther, actually, and it's about goddamn time we had a black fucking kicking ass movie.
I didn't see the way you put that out. It just sounded like it's about time we had a black kicking ass. It's always a white kicking ass.
It is.
This time it's going to be a black.
Fucking right on. Do you just want to rub your hands through Jada Pinkett's hair? Like, I want to fuck the hell out of her.
I do, but I don't want to run the hair. I want to fuck her, but I don't want to put my hands through her hair because I just feel like every black person in the world does not want a white person touching their hair. And I'm just like, and I want to respect that. And that's just like, that's just
what
how
the
I see
hell? Because I think the Black Panther, I've always thought the Black Panther was super cool.
Yeah.
Especially like Civil War. I was like, this guy is awesome, right? And I want to be him. But is that wrong? And
Not if you wear the whole suit.
If I'm wearing the whole suit.
No, that's not a
Or
problem.
if I carry the helmet around all the time.
Nobody cares. Well,
Like under my arm with a smirk on my face.
ooh, I've got an idea that I don't think anybody's ever thought of. Have you ever tried making your face his color?
No, but that's a great idea.
There's got to be a good name for that. Like if you're making your face black.
Character face.
There, character face, cause face.
Yep, cause face.
Oh, that's what you get when you take the blue pill.
You get more in the cause face, let me tell you. I fucking hate when my union hall calls me because usually they want me to go protest some stupid bullshit that I don't even care about, like my livelihood or something. And I'm like, this time they call and they're like, hey, like what's going on? And I was like, okay, where is this call going? Like, what do you want? And they're like, what are you doing tomorrow? And I was like, that depends on what you're going to tell me. I literally said this to him. I was like, it depends. And he's like, well, we actually heard from an MP of our area that there's going to be a white supremacist rally. And I'm like, what? I was like, are you for real? This is for real. He's like, I asked the same question. Yes. She's like, would you like to go to this demonstration where we're like on the other side? I definitely made sure of that first. I was like, what side are we going on here? Like, what are we? Okay, yeah. And so I was also worried that when I went to this rally, I'd get they're all full of piss and vinegar. And then they are white supremacists, but they're like fighting for save the whales. You know what I mean?
God.
Like, be like, oh, now I don't know what to do.
Just the belugas, you racist motherfuckers. Like as a dad too, I picture driving somewhere and seeing something like that happen and then have my daughter go, what is
What
that?
is
Why?"
happening here?
And,
Yeah.
and to have to even explain that to her in 2018 is heartbreaking.
What did you just say?
2018.
Is that what year this is?
Yes.
Oh, I am late for a wedding. Big time.
I've never seen an unattractive interracial baby. It's never happened.
It's impossible.
It's never happened. So, but I think that we could probably leave you on that.
We say a lot of shit on this show.
We say all the shit.
All types of shit, all the nastiness, all that aside, everything we say is a joke.
Yes.
Because I am nothing if not for like animal rights, human rights, just equal rights for everybody, and no, just leave fucking people alone and live their lives.
I just hate people on individual basis.
I hate white people.
I was like, I can hate. Yeah, it's like I don't have automatic hate in my heart for any individual.
Yeah,
And like, you know what I mean? And it's just, or any group or anything like that. It breaks my heart to hear that kind of thing exists.
I couldn't believe it.
But then to hear that it happened in our home,
you know what too?
really bothered me.
We're back, and yeah, so that was probably the most serious of our little compilation bits that we have. I know it wasn't all serious, but yeah, it's been a really crazy year for race and all that kind of stuff. And I'll just, I think it's fair to draw the line in the sand right now. We stand against racist assholes. We stand against people who think that free speech means that they can just, tout their racist bullshit. We do not condone hate. We do not condone tolerance of hate. I am all for. There's nothing that makes me happier than watching a video of some racist getting punched in the face when he thinks he's just exercising his rights to yell that black people and Mexicans and Muslims and all these other people should not be allowed in the country, and that if this was a white country it would be so much better. Holy shit, would that be wrong? Don't tolerate the bullshit. Don't tolerate it from anybody. I didn't do enough of that growing up. And I hadn't done enough of that even in my more recent life, and I just don't put up with it anymore. We can't let, I don't know, the world is going so friggin' bananas with all of this, and we can't enable it, we can't empower it, we have to just stomp it out. And that doesn't mean you have to get violent with people or anything like that, but you just say, hey, that bullshit is not going to be tolerated here. No screaming build that wall in a Chuck E. Cheese. No threat. That wasn't an actual news story. That was just a theoretical thing. No, saying you would kill some Indian couple's kids because they were near you at a Walmart. That was a real thing, which happened very close to my home, and it fucking makes my blood boil. Anyway, sorry. Getting too serious. Let's move on to another thing. Something that Todd really likes to do. He likes to see the connections that we make between our movies. I can't believe I'm transitioning from that to this. So I'd like to say effortlessly, but it's not true. But yeah, I came up with a little list of connections between our season 2 movies that he would have liked, and I had prepared for him, and he's not here, but maybe one day I'll force him to listen to it, and then he'll enjoy it. Start with Raiders of the Lost Ark. John Rhys Davies obviously was in Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. The extended edition of Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, Sean Bean was in it. Sean Bean was also the bad guy in GoldenEye. Robbie Coltrane was in GoldenEye, and he was also Hagrid in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Alan Rickman was in that as Snape, or as my daughter would say, oh no, Snape. But he was also the badass Hans Gruber in Die Hard. Oh no, Hans Gruber. And the director of Die Hard was none other than John McTiernan, who has some kind of weird history that we covered during the episodes. I think we talked about it during Predator. He's a fucking weirdo, apparently. But yeah, he directed Die Hard and Predator, so he's our connection there. Speaking of directors and connections, Jan de Bont, who was the cinematographer for Die Hard, was the director of Speed, and he got that job. He got Speed because of Die Hard, so there's another big connection. Going back to Predator, Carl Weathers was in Predator. He was also in Rocky IV. We did Rocky IV, son of a bitch. Let's keep going with Predator connections. Jesse the Body Ventura was in that. Oh yeah, so he was in No Holds Barred as well, our first episode of the season. Also in No Holds Barred, not in it, but directing it, was Thomas J. Wright. And Thomas J. Wright directed a handsome man named Lance Henriksen in a show called Millennium. And Lance Henriksen was in Hard Target. That's a little bit more of a reach, but it works. You know, if we were 6 degreesing of Kevin Bacon, I think that some referee would allow that. Going outside of our season a little bit, just a couple other little connections. Obviously, Keith David was this very small part in Roadhouse that we did in season 1, and he was in They Live, which we did this season. And Larry B. Scott, who was in Revenge of the Nerds as the gay black guy, which makes him a nerd, apparently, Lamar. He was in The Karate Kid, and I don't believe he had a single line in it. I don't believe he was even among the kids. I think, like, he was racistly left out, even though he was a part of the Cobra Kai dojo. So I don't know what they did there. I don't know. We'll have to ask Johnny. We'll have to maybe they follow up in Cobra Kai, the show. I haven't seen any of that yet on YouTube Red, so we'll have to look into that. But yeah, as always, lots and lots of connections. I probably could have gone even deeper. Probably could have found some random people. Probably could have found a casting director to connect a few other ones. But like simple ones like Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Super Mario Brothers, for example. But yeah, we could do that shit forever. But anyways, I thought that would just, entertain Todd enough to distract him, and then we could go forward and show a few more clips. Well, not show, but display orally. Not like mouth, but like R-A-U sound. Listen. Clips.
He's gay as Zorro's blade, man. I ain't pretending he's married to Kelly Preston. Come on.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard. He's
Holy
gay as
Lord.
Zorro's blade.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. I couldn't think of anything more current. I'd probably get in trouble. Everybody knew Zorro's blade was homo,
He's gay as Zorro's blade, but Donald Trump is rapier. Whoa. Nice.
That was really nice.
I did it.
Boom shaka laka laka laka.
It's something I like about Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, when you have comedic cop shows, it's usually a bunch of misfits who just kind of like solve things by happenstance, but they go out of their way to make sure like these guys are good cops.
They know
and
what
that's
they're
all
doing.
they
Yeah.
do. He's like, they happen to be like immature or whatever. And
Yeah.
I've mentioned this before on the show because I talk about the same fucking 3 things. Hey guys, have you ever seen Community? Have you ever seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine? And then
I gotta start watching Community.
My
I haven't seen all
Garbage
the
Childhood.
communities. My garbage childhood.
Crow.
Oh,
That's where
is he Eric Draven?
To my knowledge, yes. But I would rather.
Could be a new guy.
Yeah, that's
what
I'm
they
saying.
totally should have done.
Yeah, and maybe they may still be. Like, I don't know. Like,
That's a way better idea.
In the thing, he's listed as Eric and all this stuff. So I mean, I could be wrong though, and they could be doing something different. I hope they do.
I think it should be a different animal too, like the aardvark, or like the dung beetle.
The 3-toed sloth.
Yeah, only the 3-toed sloth can bring it back.
Yeah.
Takes
But it takes
forever. It just takes way too long, right?
Oh, there's nothing that makes me happier than we're just super in sync.
Stereo.
Well, when you're in space, like, I mean,
Dear God.
how long distance do you have to be before it's totally okay to bone?
It's like
some
different area codes?
Like here, it's different area codes. They're in friggin' different galaxies. I think it's
Different area codes,
I'm just gonna
eh?
say, if my wife is in a different galaxy than me, she can take as many different dicks as she wants.
Alien dicks?
Ideally, but
Well, hopefully, right?
yeah.
Jeez.
But
What if you can go to another galaxy in the blink of an eye? You know what I'm saying? So it's not a big deal traveling. These people are weak.
okay, I'm
People are
kind
weak.
of on board with that.
What the hell? It's like, you know what I mean? That's like the human condition. It's like, I'm so in love with you. And then the moment that there's any type of long distance, it starts to, like how much time and how much distance determines your heart's.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
You make an excellent point. My wife is a whore.
Remind her not to listen to this.
No, I'm telling her. I'm gonna give her time codes to what.
Yeah. I only listen to this, to this, to this.
Yeah, exactly.
How come nobody's come out to challenge Technicolor?
Like whether it exists, like flat earthers.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, sure.
Nothing's in color. Our brain's tricking our minds.
Exactly. Like a triathlon or
Exactly.
those runny things that they do on the TV there.
What are you doing?
I'm running. Give me
He's
my
jiggling his arms
Give me my
again.
ribbon, you know.
What
I'm running.
do you do?
North Korea was there.
Oh, the Olympics.
Yes.
Oh my
That's what
God.
they call it, huh?
Well, that's what
They
some
finally
call it.
named them.
Well, there's always a combination. It's just like with like I think Jurassic Park was
That's
the best one
dude.
ever. Yeah.
That is exactly what I was just about to talk about.
Yeah. See, this is
It's like a tiger mixed with like a thing and a squeal. And,
yeah, and there's a walrus, a tiger.
yeah,
like,
it's all
a bunch
types
things.
of shit morphed together. Yep.
Yeah, all hits one, and it's really interesting to see those things.
You know, you've got a beautiful mind.
I know.
Yeah.
But
Get in there.
I don't find me another podcast where the two hosts are this in sync. You
Right?
find it. You couldn't
What
even
the
have a
fuck?
podcast about In Sync with two people from In Sync.
Yeah.
And they would be that in sync.
No, they wouldn't.
No.
Could you just say that one more time?
Nope. Not a chance.
His eyes are bleeding. Look into the camera. Shredded leather.
Yeah.
That sounds like a cool fucking metal name or something. Or like a dyke bar, Toronto. Shredded leather. Yeah, bull dykes only. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, the bartenders are all lipstick lesbians.
Oh,
but
hell
that's it.
yeah. Every woman in there has to have like an upside down pineapple coming out of their armpits or you are not allowed. You know what I mean? Even though he might have all the reasons in the world or whatever. No, he and that elf woman proclaimed their love for each other in that beautiful scene with Enya.
Yeah.
That makes me want to cry. Because that's what Enya's there for. Okay, self-reflection and some tears. Happy ones.
I love
Who made that noise? Was that him? Oh, no,
Yeah.
it was him. It was Gimli there.
Gimli, yeah.
Jim Lee.
No, if Todd pronounced a name correctly, like, and he's not doing it, he does. This is not ignorance. This is Todd just going, no, I don't want to pronounce it right because it's pronouncing it right is for dumbs.
Yeah, agreed.
It's just like
There's a lot in this one, too. We got Elijah.
Yeah.
We've got fucking everybody.
I let that one slide, but I knew
I
I,
know.
wasn't
You
going to.
never said anything. I was so pissed off. I was like, man, he didn't take the bait this time. I was like, fuck.
If we were videotaping, you probably would have seen my eyebrow twitch a little.
And we're back, and while Todd is not here, I wouldn't want to say this in front of him anyways, but I would... That was loud. Some drag racing going on out there. It's getting fast and furious. Sorry about that. I'm not cutting this out. I want to thank Todd for being a part of this, for just being a part of life with me and being basically my brother for the last 30 some odd years. It's just crazy that we get to do this and just have fun together, and that, you know, that people are out there listening and enjoying and that sort of thing. And it is basically our dream come true. I mean, money being involved would probably also just sweeten that dream a little bit, but I mean, hey, the money is meaningless compared to the fun that we actually do have together doing this, and the excuse to just, you know, be together for at least a few hours a week and spend some time together and just watch some old movies and enjoy ourselves. So I thank him for being a part of that and just being such a fun energy to be around when we do these things. And I thank you for letting us do that as well. And I thank my wife, who allows us to do that, because she usually gets banished to a room, except that one mini episode where you can hear her playing Zelda Breath of the Wild in the background for the entire episode, because she wouldn't leave. But that's okay, because I think she puts up with a lot from us. So just thanks to everybody. Thanks to my daughter, who, you know, recorded an episode with us and has done a couple now over the last couple of years. And I'm a proud daddy. She learned to ride a bike today, and that was a pretty big deal too. So I don't know why I'm bothered sharing that. That has nothing to do with anything on this, but I'm proud of that kid, and she is quite wonderful. And if you ever want to see more of her, she actually has her own YouTube channel. She asked me very nicely if she could do it, and I had a lot of conditions, but we made it happen. One of those conditions is if she ever gets more viewers than me on our YouTube channel, then she's out of the family. And then she got more viewers than me pretty much immediately. You can catch her on Abby's Super Toys on YouTube, and she's wonderful on it. She just plays with toys, she does unboxings, she does all that kind of stuff, and yeah, she's having a lot of fun with it, and she's being so respectful, and we're being safe about it. I'm not trying to do any kind of weird exploitative thing with her. I don't think so anyways, at least unless she gets lots of views, and then maybe I'll exploit the shit out of it. I don't know what kind of person I am till the money starts pouring in. But for talking about all these people who were involved in the show, we wanted to play a little clip that would show you just a little bit of the behind-the-scenes workings of how we do some of our show. It's Todd and I had the recording going already, and we were discussing how to make one of our fake sponsors for a show, and yeah, this is the entire thing. So give it a listen.
By pop quizzes, quizzes that explode in your mouth.
Pop quiz.
I was thinking like pop rocks.
Quiz, yeah, that explodes in your mouth. Pop quiz. There's something
here. There's gotta be. I don't know.
Pop. I wanted to say something that like rhymed, but exactly what you just said, like pop quiz.
Fizz, something with fizz.
The fizz pop that you pop on your, you know what I mean? Like the you know what I'm saying? Like pop quiz, the fizz pop that you, or the fizz quiz that you pop in your mouth. You know what I mean? Like some kind of
pop quiz. Your mouth will explode with a fizz. Explodes in your mouth with a fizz.
Pop quiz. Pop quiz explodes in your mouth like fizzy pop jizz.
That's fine by me. All right. Let's get this.
Or you can do I was gonna say, or you could be like, you could actually put in like pop quiz is brought to you by Pop Quiz Hot Shot, brought to you by Pop Quiz Hot Shot, brought to you by Pop Quiz Hot Shot. You know what I mean? Like it's like a weird but it would have to be him.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better?
I like the first one, I think.
Fizzy Pop Jizz Quiz?
Yeah.
Fizzy Pop.
Not just A, because it sounds so silly.
I like it because it's like so weird. This week's episode brought to you by Pop Quiz.
Explodes in your mouth like fizzy quiz jizz.
Like fizzy pop jizz.
There you go.
I need to write this down or something. Hold on a second.
I was going to say write down on your phone. I use that.
This episode brought to you by Pop Quiz. The fizzy pop quiz. No, explodes in your mouth. Like as if, you know, it's like as if it's the line at the end of the commercial for this pop quiz.
Yeah.
I keep getting stuck on the product itself. It's like a fortune cookie. And then when you're done reading it, the quiz, you pop in your mouth and it like...
I see. I like that you're putting that much thought into this. We're trying to come up with literally the stupidest line we can.
And
you're like, I really need to know what this thing is. I need to know what the GDP is going to be on this.
Okay, this episode of Miscast Commentary brought to you by Pop Quiz. Explodes in your mouth like fizzy pop jizz.
Yeah. Or I just thought of it. You want to do that?
No, what was the other one?
No, do that. I'll go. Pop Quiz. You need a sponsor for this. What do you do? What do you do? And then just go, this episode brought to you by, and just, right. and then almost ignoring me completely, but at the same time doing exactly what I asked for.
Right.
Okay. All right, let's just try it and see how it feels. Pop Quiz Hot Shot. You need to find a sponsor for this episode. What do you do? What
Pop
do you
Quiz. Oh, sorry.
You gotta do the double. What do you do?
Okay, go.
Okay. Pop Quiz Hot Shot. You need a sponsor for this episode. What do you do? What do you do?
This episode of Miscast Commentary brought to you by Pop Quiz. The pop quizzy fizz that pop... Oh, I fucked it up.
Here, just do the second part. We've got the other part's good.
This episode of Miscast Commentary brought to you by Pop Quiz. I keep wanting to say the pop quiz that explodes your mouth, but I can't. Okay. This episode of Miscast Commentary brought to you by Pop Quiz. It explodes in your mouth like pop fizzy jizz.
Hey, everybody. No. We don't need to do that. Hey, everybody. We are watching Speed, and you are listening to Miscast Commentary.
Oh, yeah. On the proper speed, the speed of life.
Okay, guys, we're back. Hopefully you found that interesting. We are just about at our end. This is our last package that we're about to play. Thank you again. I'll be back very briefly when this is all over. But I just wanted to say, as always, the stuff that I usually say at the end of the episode, make sure to find us at miscastcommentary.com. Find us on Twitter at miscastpodcast, or our YouTube channel, Miscast TV. You can find it on YouTube. Our Twitter for that is at Miscast TV. Find me at JK Finley. Find Todd at Miscast Todd. I'm going to get him to tweet. I swear I swear, it's a motivation thing. We're getting there, though. Find us on Instagram at Miscast Commentary. Lots of ways to connect with us. Email us at podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Reach out. Tell people we exist. Please make sure you're liking and subscribing and, rating and all those things you can do in all these different podcast places. It is a gigantic help to us. It is... I would say, without sounding rude, I want to say it's literally the least you could do. If you're enjoying the show, right, there's nothing else to do. All you gotta do is just click a little button while you're enjoying the show. And that goes a long way with us, and we really appreciate it. We hope to continue to grow. We grew this year, and we hope to continue to grow last year. This year, if you could friggin' believe it, we actually made it. We made it to #1 in the movie and television podcast in the United States, and that is such a huge deal to us. We made the top 5 a couple of times. It's just been crazy. We've been up amongst the level of the podcasts that I listen to. I'm also very thankful we actually made Podcast of the Week on a website. You can see that in our news and our Twitter feed and all that stuff. We were very grateful for that. There's a link on our website to all of that as well. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around anything. Like, I honestly didn't expect to ever see a single listener show up on our stats and stuff like that. I thought this was just something we were doing for us so that we could kind of look back on, and this was just kind of for our posterity. So when one of us inevitably is, murdered by a ninja, the other person could look back and, have a smile. But people are there with us and there for us, and we are ever so appreciative. So here's our last package. Enjoy.
And if you're watching the actual live version of this, we're spooning right now, and nobody spoons like this anymore, let me fucking tell you.
I'm the little spoon.
No, I am.
What? Oh my God, we're both facing the wrong way.
See? They don't do them like this.
Ass to ass. That was like God saying, you missed the beginning of the movie,
Yep.
you missed the movie.
No, see, but then I can go back again and see it for free if I want.
Yeah.
Which worked out... The fuck? Is there a car on your balcony honking its horn, so we'll hurry up? Go around. Go around.
Hey, this time last year they did a long movie. What was that movie? Oh, yeah, they did Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? We're doing...
Return of the Jedi.
Thank you. I've thrown the L word out too soon before. You just fucked up.
Oh my God, have I ever as well. Oh, that's
I
what
told
happens.
you it was fine.
This is... I still feel embarrassed
I know.
by it. You looked away. It was weird.
I have the upper hand now. But...
Big time.
Yeah. Okay, Google. Who sang the theme at the end of Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring? Right out.
Here you go. The first result is from Wikipedia.
That doesn't tell me anything, you stupid bitch.
I'm not a stupid bitch. Why did you ask me that question?
I know it was sang in a minor key. There's only one thing left to do. I'm gonna say
and walk.
Yeah, that's it. This is the end.
Give it up for Lake Placid 9. What movie was that you just said?
Lake Placid 3, Lake Placid 4, and Lake Placid versus Anaconda.
Versus who won? You think?
It's probably like every other one. They're like nobody could agree.
And is it Anaconda versus the lake?
That was
Is it versus the place?
Yes. And it's not even the place.
It's not even like the gator from Lake Placid.
It's not
Lake
even.
Placid.
It's not even that lake. It's Lake Placid, New York, where the Winter Olympics were held when the Miracle on Ice happened.
That Anaconda ain't winning that one.
No, because because he's cold blooded and he can't warm up on the ice.
It's too hot in the city for you, there, Anaconda.
Right?
You got snakes out here this big?
No, we don't. Sorry, Ice.
I tell you about snakes, huh? Look at my face, Jello. Wouldn't he have an interpreter? You think they would have given him an interpreter?
Yeah, I think
it
that
makes it less fun for the feature after, the making of.
If you want my not controversial opinion,
I don't.
Well, I'm giving it anyways because we got time to fill. But
we tried getting to the Hollywood sign, and you can get there, but it was just man. I drank like four Locos. I thought I was gonna die.
Nobody should drink one. See?
Oh my God, dude! It's like 4 cups of coffee.
You have
like 4 Red Bulls, like 5 beers. It's unbelievable.
You need desperately to not be anywhere without me.
It is
like you need. like that's gonna what's gonna
Ended
happen.
up on the highway.
What's gonna happen is it's gonna be Todd died. What'd he die of? Of not being around Joe.
That's a thing.
And making decisions
It
on
counts.
his own.
It counts as a Darwin Award automatically. Is it okay to repeat jokes from the interview?
Well, I don't think we have a choice because we talked for so long about the thing. Like, we exhausted every possible thought during the interview. Hugo Weaving would have made a good Bond in his younger days.
I think Hugo Weaving would make a great Elron.
Yeah, Elrond the elf.
No,
Yeah,
Hubbard.
Oh,
In our new docu series on Netflix.
did we just make a new wordplay style sketch? where
I
it's
think so.
it's being an elf means you're a Scientologist in the Lord of
Yes.
the Rings world, and it's Elrond Hubbard who gets it all started.
I like that.
Okay, we are back and we are signing off, and thank you again so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed this. Well, I hope you do. I'm sure Todd also does, but he's not here to share the sentiment. But we hope you enjoyed this whole best of. We hope if this is your gateway into the show, that you found some places that you want to go and search around and look for. We have a lot of fun. We've got a lot of cool episodes coming up. We have been recording ahead in in anticipation of Todd having to go back to sea. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on. Stay tuned for next week. Well, don't stay tuned. Tune back in. Stream next week. It's not even tune in. I don't know why we keep saying it, but it's just, it feels better to say, I guess. But check us out next week. We're going to have another Coming Attractions episode, and we're going to announce the first movie of season 3. And it's a good one, and you're going to enjoy yourselves. And how do I know this? Because we're enjoying ourselves. And I think that can be contagious. So follow along with us, my friends, as we enter our 3rd year. We're really excited, and we hope to see you all with us, and we hope you all bring a friend. So until I record another one of these, inevitably probably by myself because Todd gets lost at sea or something like that, we will see you next week. We'll see you next year. We'll see you years from that, hopefully. Thank you all again so much, and goodbye.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.